Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth while others struggle paycheck to paycheck despite earning decent salaries? The answer isn't what most financial gurus tell you about budgeting or extreme frugality. It's about mastering a simple three-step sequence that wealthy individuals follow religiously. And today, I'm going to reveal exactly how this trifecta strategy can transform your financial future forever. What if I told you that the order in which you handle your money is 10 times more important than how much money you actually make? Most people get this backwards, and it's costing them hundreds of thousands of dollars over their lifetime. They spend first, save whatever's left over, and investing becomes an afterthought reserved for some distant future when they feel financially secure. But here's the shocking truth that financial institutions don't want you to know. The wealthy flip this entire sequence upside down, and the results are absolutely mind-blowing. They save first, invest second, and only then do they spend what remains. This isn't just some feel-good advice your grandmother might give you. This is a mathematically proven system that creates compound wealth faster than any other approach. Let me paint you a picture of two different people. Sarah and Mike both earn $70,000 per year. Sarah follows the traditional approach most people use. She pays her bills, enjoys her lifestyle, saves whatever's left at the end of the month, which usually amounts to maybe $200 or $300 if she's lucky. Mike, on the other hand, implements the trifecta strategy we're discussing today. Before he touches a single dollar of his paycheck, he automatically saves 20% and invests 15%. Only then does he figure out how to live on what remains. Fast forward 10 years and the difference is staggering. Sarah has maybe $30,000 saved up, feeling proud of her disciplined approach. Mike has over $200,000 in combined savings and investments, plus he's developed an unshakable money management system that runs on autopilot. The crazy part? Mike doesn't feel deprived or restricted. He actually feels more financially free than Sarah because he knows his future is secure. This brings us to the first pillar of the trifecta strategy, and it's probably not what you expect. Most people think saving means having a big emergency fund sitting in a regular savings account earning practically nothing. That's amateur hour thinking that keeps you trapped in financial mediocrity. Real saving in the trifecta system means creating multiple layers of financial security, each serving a specific purpose. Your first layer is immediate access money for true emergencies, unexpected expenses, or opportunities that require quick action. This should be 3 to 6 months of expenses, but here's the key difference. You're not just letting this money sit there doing nothing. Even your emergency fund should be earning something through high-yield savings accounts or money market funds. Your second savings layer is what I call opportunity money. This is capital you keep liquid specifically for investments that require quick decisions. Maybe it's a real estate deal, a business opportunity, or a market dip that creates incredible buying opportunities. Wealthy people always keep dry powder available because they understand that the best investments often come with tight deadlines. The third layer is targeted savings for specific goals that aren't emergencies, but aren't investments either. A new car, home improvements, vacation funds, or major purchases you can anticipate. By saving specifically for these items ahead of time, you avoid the wealth-destroying habit of financing lifestyle purchases. But here's where most people go wrong with saving. They treat it like a leftover activity, something they do with money that happens to remain after everything else. The trifecta strategy demands that saving comes first, before any discretionary spending, before any lifestyle inflation, before anything else touches your money. This single shift in timing creates a psychological transformation that changes everything about how you relate to money. When you save first, spending becomes intentional rather than impulsive. You can't accidentally overspend because the money you're spending is what's left after your financial priorities are handled. This eliminates the guilt and stress that comes from wondering if you should have saved that money you just spent on dinner or entertainment. Now let's dive into the second pillar, investing, which is where the real magic happens in building long-term wealth. But most people approach investing completely backwards. They wait until they feel like they have enough saved, until they understand every investment option, until the market seems safe, until they have more income, until next month, until next year, until someday. That never actually comes. The trifecta strategy flips this thinking entirely. Investing happens immediately, automatically, and consistently, regardless of market conditions, regardless of how much you understand, regardless of whether you feel ready. This isn't reckless gambling. This is leveraging the most powerful wealth-building force in human history, compound interest, but only if you give it enough time to work its magic. Here's what blows most people's minds about compound interest. It's not linear growth where you get the same return each year. It's exponential growth where your money doesn't just earn returns, but your returns start earning returns, and those returns earn returns, creating a snowball effect that becomes unstoppable over time. Let me give you some numbers that will probably shock you. If you invest $500 per month starting at age 25, assuming a 10% annual return by age 65, you'll have over $1.3 million. But here's the crazy part. You only contributed $240,000 of your own money. The other $1 million came from compound growth. But if you wait just 10 years and start investing that same $500 per month at age 35, you end up with only about $500,000 by retirement. Same monthly investment, same rate of return, but 10 fewer years of compound growth cost you over $800,000. This is why investing must be the second step in your trifecta strategy, not something you postpone until later. But here's the counterintuitive truth about spending within the trifecta system. You often end up enjoying your purchases more, not less. When you know your savings and investments are handled, when you know your financial future is secure, when you know every purchase is made with money that's truly available for spending, the guilt and anxiety around spending disappears entirely. This psychological shift is enormous. Instead of every purchase carrying the weight of potential regret or financial stress, spending becomes pure enjoyment. You can buy that nice dinner, take that vacation, or purchase that item you've wanted without any nagging voice in your head, wondering if you should have saved that money instead. The trifecta strategy also naturally develops what I call spending intelligence, the ability to distinguish between purchases that add lasting value and purchases that provide only temporary satisfaction. Over time, you become incredibly efficient at getting maximum enjoyment from every dollar you spend because you're more selective and intentional about where those dollars go. Let me share the implementation roadmap that makes this entire system work in the real world. Start by calculating your exact monthly take-home income. From this amount, immediately allocate 20% to savings and 15% to investing. This happens before you pay any bills, before you buy any groceries, before anything else touches your money. Set up automatic transfers so this happens without any willpower or decision-making required. Your savings should go into separate high-yield accounts for different purposes. Your investing should go into diversified index funds or target date funds through automatic monthly contributions. The remaining 65% is your spending money. But here's the crucial point. This isn't just discretionary fun money. This covers all your necessary expenses plus whatever discretionary spending remains. This forces you to become incredibly efficient with your necessary expenses and thoughtful about your discretionary purchases. Most people panic when they first hear these percentages, thinking there's no way they can live on 65% of their current income. But here's what always happens. When people implement this system, they discover inefficiencies in their spending they never noticed before. They find subscriptions they forgot about, purchases they made habitually rather than intentionally, and expenses that added no real value to their lives. The trifecta strategy acts like a financial fitness program that strengthens your money management muscles while building wealth automatically in the background. Within just a few months, most people report feeling more financially secure and less stressed about money than they've felt in years, despite technically having less available for immediate spending. The psychology behind why this system works so effectively comes down to priority alignment. When you save and invest first, you're paying your future self before you pay anyone else. This creates a powerful mental framework where building wealth becomes automatic rather than an afterthought that depends on leftover money and leftover willpower. Remember, the wealthy don't have different opportunities or special secrets unavailable to everyone else. They simply follow different systems and make different choices with the same 24 hours and the same basic financial tools available to everyone. The trifecta strategy gives you the exact framework that turns ordinary income into extraordinary wealth through the power of proper sequencing and compound time. Your financial transformation starts with your very next paycheck. Implement the trifecta strategy today, and 1 year from now, you'll thank yourself for taking this action. Remember to subscribe for more wealth-building strategies that actually work in the real world. And I'll see you in the next video where we dive deeper into advanced investment strategies for accelerating your results.